now. Number 2, be moderate in your celebration. Now, I know between now and the next few weeks ahead of us, there will be a group that will be celebrating because their party or the people they voted for or the people they are sympathetic towards have won. And so from constituency level to regional and national, people will celebrate. You have the right to celebrate, but celebrate in moderation. Celebrate responsibly. 3 important things I want to give to you for free in this area of celebration. And every one of you, take note. Even when you are celebrating, maybe God has been good to you and you have a wonderful testimony. You come to church, you give your testimony and you are celebrating, celebrate moderately. Even when you are celebrating, whether it's a birthday party or some wonderful miracle has taken place in your life, or at your workplace there were enemies who didn't seem to like you, and God supernaturally has opened the door for you, and you want to show off in your company or at your workplace or at your marketplace, be very wise in your celebration. Or something great has happened in your family. Your children probably have done the great work. They have succeeded. Some miracles have taken place in the lives of your children. Wonderful doors have been opened. There is something that calls for celebration as a family, and you want to really celebrate. You have neighbors around. You have friends around. You have people around. You must be careful in the act of your celebration. Yeah. Those of you who bring everything to Facebook, hear me carefully. It's not everything you should bring to the public. It is not every picture you bring to the social media, from your bedroom to what have you. Who is interested in your 1-room bedroom or 2-room bedroom anyway? You have probably gone to buy the latest V8 car for your daughter who is 18 years, your birthday. You bring to social media. Be very wise. Do you think everybody will be happy with you? Do you think everybody will celebrate with you? So be very careful in your act of celebration. This wisdom I'm giving you, you can't get it anywhere. It is not everything you bring to your social media and take a photograph and show to the world. Show to the world how wonderful your husband is to you. Show to the world how wonderful your wife is to you. Show to the world how great, your home is. Somebody wants to be like you. Somebody is not too happy what you are doing, and you will end up creating unnecessary enemies. So for those who are winning in these elections or have won in these elections, and those who have lost in these elections, let there be moderation. So this advice is not only for those who have won in a party, elections, but it is for all of us, because we celebrate something one way or the other. But 3 important things I would like to advise you. Are you ready to hear that? Number 1, be sensitive to people's feelings when you are celebrating. Be sensitive to people's feelings. Maybe you are married and after 2 years, God has blessed you with a bouncing baby child. There is someone close to you sitting by you, or perhaps has been married for 5 years, 6 years, no child yet. You come and you are celebrating, and your attitude and behavior seems like you are sending a message to that person. That's for you. Within 2 years, you have babies and you are celebrating. But for some people, 7 years, they are still struggling and nothing is happening. And your behavior and attitude seem to suggest that whilst you think you are celebrating, you are provoking somebody. Listen, it is God who blesses. It is God who blesses. It is God who opens the door. It is God who declares who wins and who loses. It is God who determines who is here today and who is not here today. Be moderate in your celebration. So be sensitive to people's feelings. Number 2 advice, avoid provocation. Avoid provocation. What that means, do not over-celebrate to the point of provoking the other side to anger. Don't celebrate to the extent of provoking somebody. Somebody may be mourning and going through pain because he has spent so much money. He may be thinking about how to recover from all this debt. Recently, about 2 days ago, there was a video I saw. 2 young guys, they said from their Shaman area, they started fighting, carrying knife, fighting, and eventually one was sent to the hospital. One hand, the 5 fingers, the hand was chopped off completely. They are just fighting because of party politics. And the hand is completely chopped off. Now, what are you going to do? Be very careful. Don't provoke others. As you hear me online, and most of you will be going out there celebrating, there are some idiots, people who behave very idiotic in their celebration. You will find a group of people in a pickup van, okay? You have loaded this pickup van with probably 30, 40 people when it can only take about 10. And you'll be speeding off the road and spinning around. And eventually, when it somersaults, 5 die on the spot. Then you blame a witchcraft, a witch or a wizard, and you blame your grandmother or grandfather, all in the name of celebration. You will over-celebrate to your point of death. Is stupidity and foolishness at the highest level. I will advise you, inform your brothers and sisters and your loved ones. They have the right to celebrate, but they should not go and provoke others that may lead to fight. They should not join a group of people in a car that will be speeding off to the extent that will lead, your celebration will lead now to mourning. Instead of happiness, a home will be crying and mourning because you have over-celebrated to your death. That would be stupidity. So my first advice was be sensitive to people's feelings. Number 2, avoid provocation. And number 3, promote unity. Promote unity in your celebration. Celebrate in a way that will show love to all people.